Hi, this is Scott Jordan, and you are watching live here at Cellars of Sonoma in beautiful Railroad Square, Santa Rosa, California. And welcome everybody to TV Tuesday Live. This is the show where we taste wine, we talk about wine, and I have Dave Batt with me in the house. Dave is here in the house. We're going to taste some wines that you can still get a deal on, and they're holiday specials, and there's 7 of them, and we're going to taste all 7, which is kind of cool.
Very nice.
Yeah. And we're
holiday season.
Yep, we've got a little bit of everything. And I'm going to tell you what we've got, and then I have a little special thing that we're going to do during the show that'll be kind of fun, and just to let you know in advance. We're going to taste Deering's Sonoma Valley Chardonnay 2009. We're going to taste Bonneau Wine's 2011 Santa Barbara Sauvignon Blanc.
Nice.
The 2009 Sonoma Valley Zinfandel from Deering. And then the Bonneau wine, Petite Sirah 2009. That's rockin' and rollin'. And then a 2008 Ideal, which is a red blend. And then the 09 Redwood Hill Syrah from Super Sonoman. And then a cool wine that we really have not had in the room or poured it very much, but it is on this special. And it's a 2010 Nectar de Carneros Demi-Sec Chardonnay. I mean,
A little more of that sweetened style to it?
Yeah. Well, we had it. It's quite light though, and it's kind of nice. We put it at the very end only because it's traditional, but as we'll see, it's not quite as sweet as you might think.
Well, what's nice about that is refreshing. So after a meal and some other wines and so forth, you can come back to that, and that's about that kickback time after the meal. So
Yeah, and it's not so sweet that you feel like you got to go grab some chocolate with it or something, to pair it up with. You can actually drink this and enjoy it, and that's why you put it in a 750 bottle. So great buy on that. And these are discounts between 30 and 50%. So and it's 3-bottle mix and match, and you can mix and match among the different vintners. So it doesn't matter which way you go, just buy 3. So great deal, and I think it's going to be really fun. Now, what we're going to do also during the show, we're going to pour the wine, and then we're filming for a commercial segment that we're going to have on our online store that will talk about each wine. So when you go on, you look at a wine, it'll have a little video that we recorded like here in the show, talking about the wine. So you get a little education before you buy the wine. You get reminded about.
You click on like the label? Or?
Yeah, you click on the see more, more information, and there's a little video, and you click on the video, and it's us talking about that particular wine. So you get a little advanced information if you're not familiar with the wine.
Cool.
And we thought it'd be kind of a cool thing. So we're going to try to film it during the show. So if during the show you see me go, oh, cut. I screwed it up, or I said something wrong.
Hollywood here.
So yeah, so we're gonna try to pull that off tonight. I've had my coat on because it's been raining here forever. Those of you that from the other parts of the country, you know that most of the year I talk about how warm and beautiful it is, but it's downright cold. I mean, it's got to be like 55 or something.
Yeah,
I mean, it's freezing, man.
Yeah, you've got a lot of Midwest folks who are kind of rolling their eyes right now, perhaps.
Yeah, 55. It was 55 today, so 56. It was cold. So anyway, I was cold, but I'm warming up, so I'm feeling like
Excellent.
some terrible communist at our party we had on Thursday tried to pass on their sickness to me. And I'm immune to sickness. I do not get sick, but this one hit me pretty hard. And I took lots of drugs. And
you mean wine?
No, I didn't have any wine.
Wow.
I was not. I was really not feeling good. I was really not feeling good. Saturday and Sunday was not, and I just outpaced it. I just drowned myself with all kinds of. I did NyQuil for nighttime and DayQuil for the daytime, plus some other thing I had to put underneath my tongue. That was some weird little thing that my buddy Russ gave me. It was legal. It was in a real anyway. So I just thought
This is a wine show, really?
no, but somebody, some crazy person just passed that on to me, and I don't do that. But I want to thank all of my vintners. The gala event we had on Thursday last week was fantastic. We had most of our vintners here. We had a great crowd, unbelievable. It was probably the rainiest day ever. And Karina, take that picture off the window right there, that one right there, and then hand that to me. And because we had this amazing storm, people were like freaking out, right? So we have this up in our window now because things were pretty bad, as you can see. They were amazingly bad, but we will rebuild. We'll be okay. But literally, the schools were closed.
They closed the schools.
They closed the schools. I mean, I couldn't believe that. For 2 days. Not for one, for two. Anyway, so I'm still feeling it. Oh, let's see. He did this out of order because I'm going to do the Chardonnay first, then Sauvignon Blanc. No, should do Sauvignon Blanc then Chardonnay.
Either way, yeah. Go ahead and do the SB. Yeah,
Okay.
let's do the
All right.
Bonneau.
All right, we're going to start with Sauvignon Blanc, if I can get through this whole thing. This is Bonneau 2011, Santa Barbara County. Santa Barbara is a great spot for Sauvignon Blanc.
It is.
I mean, amazing, without a doubt. Great buy on this wine. Retails for $18. If you buy 3 or more of any of the wines that are on the special, you get $9. I mean, $9. I mean, give me a break. That's
nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's gonna be really hard to do. So we're gonna do our little commercial here, and so we're gonna go into the commercial, and so I'll do it on a 3, 2, 1. How about that? Then you'll know that what we're doing.
When should she start?
She should wait. Don't take it yet. You gotta. Oh, you're gonna go 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Oh,
that's even better. Okay. So you're looking at the Bonneau Santa Barbara Sauvignon Blanc 2011. Great buy on this wine. 18 retail. You get it for $9. Buy 3 or more.
Got some great tropical fruit. Santa Barbara is a perfect place for Sauvignon Blanc, where it's more alive, and it really is well balanced.
Yeah, you gotta love that. Screw caps, so you got instant access. What a great
Always a good thing.
Wine to have. Even in this winter time, you want to make sure you have your Sauvignon Blanc. Great meal starter without a doubt.
It's a pretty wine.
Great buy. Also keep in mind, buy 6 or 12 if you're shipping. You save a lot on the shipping. So take a look at those specials. 3 or more, you got a great buy. 50% off.
Excellent.
Cut. Okay, good. All right, thanks guys for letting me do my commercial. Don't start laughing, but anyway, we have to do that. But that's pretty.
It is a pretty wine.
A little on the New Zealand style.
There's
a grassiness to this wine.
It kind of goes between both. I mean, you get a little bit of tropical fruit too, but it ends real clean.
Mm-hmm.
The acids there, which means it's great for foods, and it can stand up to some serious food.
Would it also spicy foods?
Spicy foods would be great.
Thai.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and just because it's wintertime, don't go past the Sauvignon Blancs. Those are nice meal starters.
Yeah, people think about it as seasonal. Well, okay, that's fine, but there's no out of season for Sauvignon Blanc. It really is.
No.
It is a good way to start out, and all by itself, it's a pretty refreshing wine.
And it can handle some nice cheeses too. I would imagine. maybe some, some stinkier cheeses. Not Manchego. Manchego goes with everything. No.
Well, therefore, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, blue cheese maybe, or some kind of cheese that's got a little nose.
Cheese with character. If you have some aged cheese too that has a little smokiness to it,
Yeah.
even though you would typically say, oh, well, that's got to go with the Syrahs and everything else. It's really interesting how the Sauvignon Blanc and the acid in the Sauvignon Blanc will cut into that and make it pretty enjoyable.
Yeah. Gotta love it. Great buy. So 18 retail, you get it for $9. Buy 3 or more among the group of wines that are in the offer, and can't go wrong with that. Gotta love it.
That's great.
All right. Next is a wine that we didn't have here in this room. In fact, I didn't even know that. How did you get 3 glasses? What happened there?
I'm not sure what happened.
Oh, I see. Where's my second glass?
So you just lost
I need
your glass?
to go do that.
Okay.
I didn't even know Deering made a Chardonnay. And
Well,
here's
certainly not in that bottle.
Yeah. Well, the interesting part is if you take a look at this bottle, this is not your typical shape of a Chardonnay. And the reason is because they originally sold all their wines through the Asian market. So they wanted this bottle shape. Which is
true. That's true.
Yeah, yeah. And so in America, we don't understand what's going on. And they clearly wanted to attack that market. And they did a really nice job on this. And we think there may be some Chardonnay in their future vintages. So they do a Grenache Blanc that's really, really good. But this is a really nice, clean Chardonnay.
It's kind of a mouth-filling flavor.
Yeah. You got
Classic Chardonnay flavor.
But you got a little wood, but not overdone. It's about maybe 50%. Would you say malolactic?
It feels that way.
Yeah.
It depends on how much acid is
Yeah.
tucked inside there as to what it is.
All right. So go ahead and cue us up for the commercial. You guys just tuning in. We're doing little commercial bits tonight that I'm going to put on the website when you go and look at these wines online. So I'm getting cued for that. Taking a look at the Deering 2009 Chardonnay. This comes from the Sonoma Valley and a little hint of oak you'll notice in this, but it's on the middle ground, I would say, between your oaky, buttery and your stainless steel fresh cut
That's
apple.
true. There's a balance between the acid and the Chardonnay flavors. Deering does a great job of keeping the balance across the lineup. Actually, it's a house style. I think that they do a really good job with bigger style. They open up more, and you can enjoy them more.
Yeah. So great buy on this. $32 retail. You get it for $22.40 if you buy 3 or more of any of the wines in the holiday special. So pick and match along that. And remember, always order 6 or 12. You save a ton on shipping. Happy shopping. Cut. Okay, good. Thanks, guys, for being indulgent. All right. So, good job on the Chardonnay. Yeah, that's great buy, $22.40. I think you did wonderful. It's kind of odd, though. It is weird to look in that bottle shape.
Well, yeah, because a white wine in that shape, that Bordeaux shape, would typically be a Sauvignon Blanc or a higher acid wine.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see. I think that's the first one I've seen in that shaped bottle.
And a dark color, too. You know what I mean?
So maybe it was some glass, that he had extra glass, and that's really what it's all about?
No, I asked him on Thursday when he was here.
That's okay.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Of course I did.
Of course.
Of course. So, so those of you that live locally and you are looking for gifts, we've got lots of opportunities here for you. I've got a bunch of magnums. I have a bunch of pirate magnums that we have signed by Heidi Barrett. That's pretty cool. I have several from several other wineries. Oh yeah, just step right in.
And why not? It's relaxed here.
And gift boxes, we can do that for you. And if you're going to buy gifts and have it shipped, tomorrow's kind of for the East Coast, unless you
It's
pay,
time.
you're going to pay 3-day air if you push it anymore. But we can get it there if you want to. We can definitely get it there. Also, just to let you know, those of you that have been in the tasting room, and Karina, I don't know if you can get the shot of these, any of these barrel heads, but I've got our carpenter guy that built our bar. He's making a bunch of these, and we decided to make them because people keep asking me, where can I get those? And we're going to have them available.
Will they have the screens already laid
Just
in?
like you see them, yeah, absolutely, ready to go with an 11-inch screen, which is a little bigger than this one, and they're going to be $395 complete, and then plus shipping and tax. So
how's that work? They have a thumb drive or something to put in the
yeah,
back,
they put a what do they call that little card? It's like the one in the cameras. You just put a little what are they? There's a name for it.
I'm sure we're gonna.
Yeah, the
hear
little,
quickly. Yes,
it'll
I
come
know.
to me
Yeah,
when I'm.
as soon as they're off air.
The
right?
little cards, they're in everything. You just stick one of those in there. You can put USB in there, but it's the other little flat
Right.
card.
I've got those too.
Yeah,
Yes.
for cameras. The
Yes,
ones
we
that
have
are in your
those.
cameras.
So somebody can text this on
You can, somebody come up with the name of the stupid little card. It's an NDSI or ND something like that. You can also put video through there. It has sound, so you can have video with sound if you have some video that you want to do of your family or something like that. Yeah, so we'll have those at $395. That's
Nice.
That's
Now,
pretty
is that something where you order it and then it'll be a month before we get it, or?
Well, we're going to make a couple of them, so we'll have them ready to go. If we had to squeeze it, I could probably do it within 2 weeks.
Okay.
It's just about, the only issue is trying to get the barrels, and it was a little tough. I had somebody that came in and wanted one for Christmas, and they're making it. I'll have it this week. It's a little tough getting barrels depending on when you are in the harvest. So, but I do have access with all these wineries here, and my wife works for Foley, so we have a few anyway.
Got it.
Yeah. So we did get some barrels, but they're really cool, and it's a neat presentation. And so
Can we
anyway.
specify medium toast on the head?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah. How will they know that?
Not sure.
All right. So. All right. Great. Great buy Chardonnay, 2240 on the holiday price. Again, mix and match it, 3 or more across the board. That's a good deal, man. 30% off. Let me tell you. You guys can't appreciate this unless you are in the industry. Those are industry prices. You have to work for a winery or be in the wine business to get that kind of discount.
It's true.
And from a small producer, that never happened. All right. So next is another Deering wine, and I am thrilled with this. Now there is somewhere, and I haven't found it yet, but I believe they have an 08 of this as well.
Oh, really?
This is the 09.
So we had the Sonoma Valley Chardonnay from Deering,
Yes.
2009.
2009.
So this is
the
from that
09
same, season.
Zinfandel, Sonoma Valley. In fact, I'm going to take your white wine glass away and put the red up because we're going to finish with the white and we'll come back so we're doing this correctly. This is 2009.
Is that for a change you were trying to suggest? Otherwise, we typically don't?
Yeah, normally we don't. This is 2009 Sonoma Valley Zinfandel from Deering Winery. Retailing it as 42. You get it for. Is that right? Wow, I got the wrong price on this. Ugh.
But for tonight only?
Oh man! All right, for tonight only. If you're watching this, you're gonna get the. I'll give it to you. What we had it for. I forgot that I had used the same template on the other thing. Oh, Scott, you're screwed on that one. When you go online, if you go online and order this wine, you're going to see a different price. But if you watch the show, I'll give you the 50% price. But it's 50%. Supposed to be 30.
Got it.
And I just saw it here, and I went, oh. No, Bonneau was 50%, so I'm okay with that. Okay. And I bet I did it on the Ideal too, didn't I? Oh, well, you guys got a little, whoopsie. Sorry.
It's one of the benefits of watching the program tonight.
That's right, because it will be changed immediately. Don't worry. Well, it'll be changed because online it's going to show more. So if you buy this online, it's going to show the 30% discount. Don't worry about it. Just finish your order. When I get the order, just put a note. There's a little comment box. Put in the comment, I saw this on TV Tuesday Live.
Right.
And I'll give you the 50%, So you better buy big because you're not going to get that again because that was a one-time. That was the Black Friday
You're a man
price.
of your word. I like that.
Well, and I just used the same template, and
Is this a practice thing? This is actually not practice, by the way. Excellent.
I was being so strategic in things I was doing today, and I really thought I covered all my bases, but anyway. All right. Okay. All right. What is this? It's a wrap.
Oh, she's doing the
I know.
clapboard.
Okay,
Clapboard,
ready?
yes. Excellent.
Yeah, Scott Jordan. Okay, ready? We're ready to do a commercial. Go. So you're taking a look at the Deering 2009 Zinfandel. Comes from the Sonoma Valley. It aged in French oak about 20 months.
Nice.
About a third of that was new oak. And a beautiful wine, a great example of the Sonoma Valley.
It's a classic Zinfandel nose, and
Not overly jammy, so but it has that nice little peppery finish to it. Great buy on this wine, 30% off, and you can mix and match 3 wines inside the group that you're looking at online. So pick among any of these.
long finish.
Yeah.
Really well balanced.
Yeah, that's a pretty wine.
It is pretty.
Great buy, and make sure you go 6 or 12. Don't send 10. You pay for 12. That's my hint for you. Always
the
bring it
extra
to
juice.
12. Yep.
There you go.
Fill the box. Great buy, and enjoy that wine. Cut. Okay, so was that okay? Or you want to? Okay.
She wants to taste it now.
Well, I think we got a system going because Andrew's going to come over there and pick that up and then take it. So those of you that just tuned in and you're wondering what we were doing with the cut thing and the commercial, I'm filming commercial bits that are going to be online. When you click on these wines, there'll be that video of us talking about the wine, and we thought it would be kind of fun to do that. And I thought it'd be better to do it live. It's just what we do. We do everything live. We don't do
I
canned
think that's great.
commercials. Maybe someday when I'm famous, we'll do canned commercials, but we won't do that. No, we'll do it live.
This is perfect.
It's got to stay live, right?
That's what it's about. It's too bad they can't taste along with us tonight. Huh?
Man, that's pouring pretty good, dude.
Yeah, and it goes on and on.
Oh, that's nice. Well, next time when I do the commercial, I'll take a sip while you talk, and then I can do my ooh and ah or spit it out. if it's really
Will it
bad.
be okay? All right, that's
I
fine.
mean, if it's really bad, I'll spit it out. I mean, I tell you guys straight up, man. If I got a bad wine, trust me. I don't. Some of you know me in the back scenes. I don't pull punches. You got a junky wine, you're going to hear from me really quick. Fortunately, we've been blessed with great vintners making killer wines. So, but I've had some duds in my day. Have you had a few duds?
I have. I try not to taste those.
And sometimes you get them and they're so obvious. It's like, what are you doing?
And sometimes they sneak up on you.
Well, yeah,
The idea is that the more you know about the flaws of wine, the more you can avoid it as you get close
Yeah.
to it and realize it. You know you don't have to taste it. And you can see some of those things a mile away. And others, you got to kind of think about it.
now
So
those are
that's darker fruit.
Yeah.
I noticed, like a black pepper almost. So it's
Yeah, right.
It is black pepper. And it just goes on and on. That finish goes on and on. It's really pretty.
Yeah, they really take care of their wines, and they're aging them in really nice oak. The Deering's, their portfolio is so clean all the way through. I mean, it's real consistent, and that's what we love about them and all of our wineries. But their portfolio is great, and they're getting real creative on things that they're starting to do. They're growing up on their vineyard. They're growing Grenache Blanc,
Nice.
which is kind of an oddity for the area, especially out there, man. That's Kenwood. That's some pricey land. Woo. But you know what? They love the grape, and they make one from Santa Barbara.
Uh-huh.
That's excellent. We've had it on the show before. but they really think that there's a market, and I agree.
I think the climate is perfect in Sonoma Valley for that, and Grenache Blanc, hailing from the Rhone region in France, is kind of an aberration on the Grenache, which is obviously, typically we find Grenache as a red blending grape, and sometimes on its own. It's coming of age now. People are really beginning to drink and look for edgy varietals, things that they're not so used to all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes the blends of those, where you get a Sangiovese with a Cabernet and things like that too. So it's all about kind of mixing it up a bit and widening the experience as people try.
Now,
to
in Grenache Blanc, do you ever see any blending done there, or is it typically going to be? I mean, I don't see a lot of it.
You don't typically see Grenache Blanc, number one. Number two is you don't see Grenache Blanc on the label because right now I think it's being handled as an experimental thing going on in this area because I know a few other vendors who have played with it as well, but they at the end of the day they tuck it inside something else and you don't know Grenache Blanc is involved.
Oh, okay. So kind of reversible.
So there's some gutsiness to saying, you know what, I'm going to make a bottle of this and see if it sells. And I think what they're going to find, and what I've seen in some of the research, knowing what people are looking for, they like those changing it up kinds of things. And you're with your friends, and suddenly you say, "Have you had a Grenache Blanc?" Well, I'm the hero for presenting that to you, and I hope you like it.
Well, the customers that taste that wine when they come in here, they're shocked. Because they're expecting something, they're getting something completely different.
Right. And
they go, wow. And what Deering did was he took some of that and he put it in neutral barrels for a while. And then put it back in the stainless steel. And it made a roundness to the wine.
See, barrels can do that for you. Even if there's no toastiness being picked up by it, it's just the fact that it's in the barrels. Tends to kind of give you a more, it smooths out the edges, and in some of the wines it makes a little more complexity.
Yeah.
Which is extra work on the part of the winery, the producer, but the extra work turns out a better wine. So
hats off to them. I just think that's a cool wine. So, and those of you that are going to visit Wine Country next spring or summer, make sure you let us know in advance. If you're going to be in this area, because we're going to have a barbecue in that vineyard, and when you see where that is, and you know, I've lived here since 1977, so I've been here a long time. I've seen it all, but damn, I still get really a chill when I get up on the mountain, on those hills, and look at the valley. That valley, it's unbelievable. This property is like, man, if you just said, God, could you just give me like a cool spot? I want it like a cool spot. That's a cool spot. It's big time. It's like the coolest. It's got all the views. It's really neat. So we're gonna have a barbecue there. And you want to go to that. So never come to Wine Country before you call us, because we're the travel agency. We can get you a hotel.
That's the concierge right here.
Oh man, we get your car, we get your wine tours, everything. Okay, all right. This is a wine that we're running right down to the very last of this, but John wanted to make sure everybody got the deal on this. And but I'll tell you what, you tell me, this is a kicking butt wine. 2009, Sonoma Valley. Again, it's Sonoma Valley fruit. 22 months in French oak from the Ty Caton vineyard, which is right below the famous Monte Rosso vineyard, which I'll tell in my commercial that we're going to film here in a minute. Okay. This is a darn nice wine, and I could swear and say damn nice wine, but I'll go clean it. I'll
because
say
you can't do that, right?
Because you can't. It's a family show, but there's nothing wrong with that. So you just let me know we're ready to go. Okay. So, taking a look at the Bonneau 2009 Sonoma Valley Petite Sirah. 22 months in French oak,
nice.
Mountain fruit. Right below the famous Monte Rosso vineyard is the Ty Caton vineyard, and that's where this wine came from. And I think this is probably one of the best buys in the room, without a doubt. Retails for $35, $17.50 if you buy 3 or more of any of the wines on the page you're looking at right now.
Petite Sirah can be really heavy sometimes and really structured. This is elegant. When I'm tasting here, it presents itself first on the nose and then through and finishes in a light elegance. A pretty classy Petite Sirah.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, you're going to like that one. And ageability, 2009 was an excellent year. We tons of fruit, amazing, but the quality has been really, really good. The color's fantastic. It aged quite a long time in French oak, so
Not overly tannic. It's
no.
It's there now with the fruit.
Yeah, you're gonna really love it. And remember, whenever you're sending wine across country, think 6 and 12. Don't send 10. You're gonna pay for 12. Fill a case. You got a great buy here, 50% off, $17.50 on the Bonneau 2009 Sonoma Valley. Happy shopping. Cool. Cut. Okay. And again, those of you that are just tuning in and saw me do this, we're doing commercials tonight that I'm going to use online on the online store, so that when you look at the wines, you'll have a little video and you get to look at me again, which is really cool. People get to look at me every day.
And listen to you.
And hear me in their sleep. Yeah.
Great. Also, you may be able to create some QR codes. Somebody walks into the store here.
Yeah.
A list of QR codes. Go to each of these videos along the way. Perhaps.
Well, you know what what we'll do. Here's what I'll do. Yeah, what we'll do is I'll make a QR code, a price sheet, and they on their smartphone click on that, and then they can look at the video before they make a decision.
Right.
In case I'm not here,
You'll be there virtually.
I'll be virtually. You guys are never going to get rid of me. Do you realize that? I have like 800 videos on YouTube. You're never going to get rid of me.
It's not like you've just arrived on the scene, right?
No, we've been here 6 years. We're finishing our 6th year here in Railroad Square, man.
Did you count how many episodes that was?
I'm
It's
telling
been
you.
every single week, right?
Every single Tuesday since June of '09. So we're approaching 300 shows. No one has 300. Gary Vaynerchuk doesn't have 300. Sorry, Gary does not have. I know what he has. He doesn't have them consecutive.
That's right.
I mean, we even out of town, even when I was gone on vacation,
Poolside.
I couldn't get a signal worth a damn at all in the Bahamas. My sons put the show together and did it here, and you guys all backed them up, and it was awesome, and that worked out pretty well. So it is consecutive. So yeah, we're here and drinking great wines. Petite Sirah, $35 retail, $17.50. I'll give you a case of wine if you can go buy a $17.50 Sonoma Valley wine aged in French oak for 22 months. I'll buy you a whole case if you can find that. And you can go anywhere you want.
Petite Sirah.
Yeah, good luck with that. You're not going to get from Sonoma Valley, from the mountain too. It can't be Sonoma Valley and Uncle Ned's little garage thing that he's got with some lights in there to keep the plants growing. I don't mean that.
Was that where your uncle lives?
Well, yeah, he lives in. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get any. That's damn nice wine. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. All right, this weekend coming up, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Karina, go ahead and throw those slides up. We've got whatever you got on there first is the first person. What is that? Ricky Allen Ray on Thursday. Then we got John Pita on Friday. And then we got Falcon Christopher in the house. I only get him once a month. Once a month I get Falcon. You guys haven't seen Falcon Christopher, you're dreaming. You got to get in here and see this. That guy can play. That's a great show. And don't give me this rain stuff. We've had so many people freaking out about rain. I can't believe it. It blows my mind. It rains. Oh, you got a question? Okay, go ahead.
What has been popular by this holiday season? What variety?
Oh, some of the most popular. Well, that's a hard one, and I'll tell you why. For the very first time ever, we've had lots of wine deals, up to 16 wines. But you know what? As strange as it may seem, except for the fringe stuff, and I say fringe, like a Demi-Sec would be a fringe wine, but the core wines, they're pretty equal. I have to say that the Gan wines at the end, they were flying out of here, and they love the Zin, they love the Petite Sirah, they love those. Those did really well. But I have to tell you, I'm really proud of this. Oftentimes when you see a wine sale or a deal on wine or 2 for 1 or whatever, it's the crap that they're getting ready. They just want to unload this junk on.
So it's like a closeout.
No, it's not even a closeout. That's not even the right word, because it's like the dump out. It's like they're just because the next step is to throw it away. That's how bad they are. These were all killer wines. Every single. Am I right? I mean, anybody argue with me? Come in and taste the wines. We had them open, man. There's no way. They were all beautiful wines. They just wanted to move through them, and there were some real amazing deals. And
quite a wide breadth of styles. You have Chardonnays. You have some great cab blends and so forth.
Oh yeah, the Ideal.
What's your most unusual in the house here? What's your most unusual cab blend? Is that?
Oh, that's the Ideal, which we're right on on the like you must have cheated. Did you cheat?
No.
No, the Ideal. That's a cab blend. You could certainly bring this in as a cab blend, because that is a cab blend.
What's in there?
This has cab and Merlot. I'm gonna try to read the back, but it's not on there. It's got a little cab Merlot, and cab. I think it's got some Cabernet Franc in that. That's La Serena. That's Heidi Barrett. On Thursday, we tasted through some of the Heidi wines. We had that open. Man, that was selling quick. They were loving that wine. Damn, that was not on sale, but that definitely
sold
was,
a lot.
Yes. So we at the Black Friday, man, we had cases flying out of here. It was a pretty good deal. People recognized it, and they got to taste the wine. So hats off.
You've really got a balance of a customer base of folks who are loyal, who really are from across the country, who are part of your wine club.
Yeah.
Tourists who may have come through here along the way. You've got the pins on the map over here that prove it.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully a lot of them are tuning in over time and so forth. But what's really nice is that your vintners are also innovative enough to introduce new styles and different things that they're trying themselves. And what better place to do it than in a place where people come from all over the country to try wine country, taste here, and there's hotels here where they're staying, and at the end of the day of tasting, they happen by, and a great lineup and lots of great varietals. And
yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
it's almost like a
We do it all.
built-in focus group right
That's
here.
right.
It's
I love that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that was a great, and these are some great deals. We're showing you some stuff that you can have between now and the end of the month. They may go beyond that. I'm not putting a end date, but at some point the wine's gonna be gone, and then we have to move on. And as you have learned over time, I keep proving it to you. When it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. Don't wait. You're gonna kick yourself.
But you have some under your bed, right?
I grab it. I'm not dumb, but I have a little better access. But yeah, it's gone. It's really, really gone. So this is Deering wine. This is the Ideal. This is a blend of Cab, Syrah, Petite Sirah, and Zinfandel.
Nice.
This is all Mayakama fruit from their estate right over in Kenwood.
This is 2008.
2008.
Interesting vintage.
Yeah, little tougher vintage, but damn nice wine. So we're gonna do our little commercial here as soon as I get queued up, and then I'll tell you in a minute why we do that, in case you just tuned in. So taking a look at the Deering 2008 Ideal wine. Yeah, this is a red blend of Cab, Syrah, Petite Sirah, and a little bit of Zinfandel. Comes from mountain fruit. The Mayakama Mountains in the Kenwood area, right up on the hill.
Yeah, it comes from the 2008 vintage, which was really had a spike of warmth in it, and so a lot of the wines are round and really well extracted. And I haven't tasted it yet, but I'm about to.
Oh yeah, well you're gonna like this one. Beautiful finish to this wine, very soft, aged in French oak about 20 months. About a third of that new. Nice mouthfeel.
Very generous, mouth-filling fruit.
Yeah. Raspberry, red berry fruits. Enjoy this with any of your maybe a lamb shank or something like that. That kind of a meal.
Take this into prime rib too.
Oh yeah, you could all day long. So enjoy that. 30% off on this wine. Buy 3 or more of any of the wines in our special, and make sure when you're shipping, go 6 or 12. Don't buy 10. You pay for 12. You might as well go 12.
What about 9?
9 doesn't work, man. You're paying for 12. They don't make a 9. There's no 9 pack. So enjoy that and pick up a bunch of that for your house cut. And I screwed that up. And so do I have a cut point? Do I have a?
Yeah.
Those of you that are tuned in, just now tuned in and said, "What the hell is he doing?" We're filming commercials in between that we're going to show online.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah, damn it. So, do I have enough for that? Was that enough?
Yeah,
That
there was
you
a-
coulda-
there was enough.
it was a cut. You could have. Okay. So we're just doing that, and we're using you as guinea pigs. So if you,
In the kindest term.
well, we're occupying good show time for our personal gain of video time.
It's
Is that right?
what we expected you, Scott.
Okay. What can I tell you? But another great deal, though. 30% off. Nobody gets 30%. Go to the wineries. Go ahead. Make your phone calls. Call all the wineries. Go, I'd like to come and get 30% off. They're going to say, what winery do you work for? And you're going to say, I don't work for a winery. You're going to say, well, kiss my... And that's the end of that.
Yeah.
And I don't care if you buy a case of wine, they're not going to give you 30% off.
We're going to have to get one of those bleepers for you.
Yeah, right?
Kiss my bleep.
Then I'd really get out of control. Then I would pour wine like this and start doing shots, And it's only because I'm feeling better. You guys have no idea how far under the mark I was. And
We should have done a before and after show.
I'm just telling you, man. I had an event that we had in the books for, 6 months from a group that came last year. And there were to be about 30, 40 people here on Saturday between 12 noon and 4. They already bought all the wine. They had a catered food, the whole 9 yards. And I was feeling like a dog that just, I'm just telling you, I probably wasn't legal when I drove over here because of all the drugs I took. I'm just telling you, I'm not sure if that stuff is legal at all. Because I pounded down everything I could possibly, and I was a hurting unit. By the end of that day, I was walking slow. Yeah, that was not happy time.
So I heard rumor, because you always talk about special events that happen at Cellars of Sonoma. Has anything recently happened to be a special event, perhaps a celebration or any?
Well, it happened in that event.
Oh, that was the event.
Yeah, that was the event.
What happened?
Well, during the event, it was their holiday party for a real estate company locally, and the guy said when he got here, he goes, "Do you care if we do a wedding ceremony?" And I go,
You're going to argue?
"Well, I'm like, I'm feeling like crap, so I'm like,
You should have said,
don't
"I
really-
do."
Do I have to? Yeah, do I? Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Damn it, no, can't do that. So I was, in my mind, I'm thinking, I don't really care if you stand on your head, and all I want is this day to end because I'm not. I'm not.
You were not partying with it.
Woo!
Okay,
No, and I'm thinking, normally I would really, but yeah, we did a wedding. So that's our second wedding that we've had here.
Wow.
And so at the end of the event, they did a ceremony upstairs and got married. This couple got married, and it was really cool because we sold a bunch of champagne because
Oh,
you
nice.
can't have a wedding without champagne, right?
Nice.
So
Perfect.
yeah,
Little
so that's
bubbly.
our second wedding, and we've had, of course, many first dates here, hundreds of them, We've had marriage proposals here. And then we almost had a baby one time. So that's pretty cool.
That sounds interesting for the next show, perhaps.
Well, I was trying to talk to the girl that her water broke while she was here. She was like out to here. And I said, call the doc, come up in the couch up there, man. We'll film that
Free
sucker.
glass of wine for the doc.
Oh, hell yeah.
There we go.
I thought that would be the moment. But they brought the baby in the next day, which was kind of cool. And
Next day?
The very next day, I'm thinking, wow, what Obamacare did you have? They threw your butt out of the freaking hospital. That was unbelievable. Yeah, the next day, I never heard of that. You're out the next day. It was like
they could have just done a selfie and sent it over to you, but no.
No, they came literally in the door the very next day, and so we've done it all. We've had from the beginning of a relationship right to the birth of a child.
Nice.
God love it. How did we go sideways on this one? I'm not sure. Okay, so what are we drinking?
That was the ideal.
Oh,
red.
thank you. I'm losing control. Am I losing control? I am. But see, this is the first wine that I've had since my, semi-illness situation. So it's hitting me, and I'm probably gonna pass out. So, so Ideal, a great example of a wonderful blend.
It's great.
Yeah, we like this one. So you got a deal tonight. If you buy this stuff online, tonight, it's 50% off, and I screwed that up. It's normally 30, and that's what it's going to be tomorrow morning. So I'm sorry, it's the way it is. So if you want it at 50,
just mention the secret discount for watching.
So the secret discount is TV Tuesday Live, and Life
you
will
could set up
change.
a promo code on that.
I could. Yeah. I like the idea. That's a great idea. We'll talk more.
We'll work on that.
All right, this is Super Sonoman. Look, I can only tell you one thing about Super Sonoman. This guy makes big wines, and he's not kidding around, right?
They're very big wines. He's not afraid to put a lot of oak in everything, right?
All the oak, every damn bit of oak. Holy crap. This is another Mayakama wine. Okay, whew. All right, so we're going to do our commercial. Go ahead and cue me up. Looking at the Super Sonoman Syrah 2009, all Mayakama fruit, mountain fruit, very small production. He made 100 cases, so very small.
Wow.
Aged it in brand new French oak for 20 months. 20 months.
Wow. Very round, well extracted.
And this is a big wine. This is a wine that you want to open up early in the evening before your dinner. Let it breathe a little bit, and you will be amazed during the meal how this thing is going to open up and be a fantastic wine. But if you open it up and you can't finish the bottle, don't worry about it. The next day it'll be absolutely fine. This wine will really hold up, and it has to do with that brand new French oak.
And so this is the deal?
No.
Oh.
No, this is the Super Sonoma.
What's the deal on this one?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, the deal. You said the word deal. Well, this one is 30% off. Cut. We're going to do this one again. Let's rewrap this. I knew this was going to happen.
I knew you forgot that you were doing that. We could have edited that later. Just saying.
Oh my gosh. All right, those of you that are just tuned in, like you just tuned in and you went, I'm going to see what this dumb, stupid show's about. We are filming at the same time commercials that we're going to put on. I call them commercials, whatever they are, that will be on the webpage for the wine special wines. And so we're doing that because we have the camera here and we could. I'm just doing it because I want to do it. I don't have to explain myself.
I've asked some folks to watch the show for the first time, and they're discovering that it's kind of a random
really
thing.
kind of a, okay, what's good? Wait, hold on. What's going to happen here now? Now that I did a cut, you know what's going to happen is you're going to make me laugh, and then I'm going to cut again. This is going to take forever.
We're going to go straight through this one.
We're going to try to go all the way through it. Because you said the word ideal, and I was thinking.
Well, I said deal, but yes, that's close enough.
I thought you said Ideal, and I'm going.
No, that's
he's talking about the other wine. Why was he doing that?
What's this
and
guy's
it
problem?
threw me off. I was like, I don't know where to go with this.
We're gonna have a laugh track on this
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you're looking at the Super Sonoman 2009 Syrah, all Mayakama fruit. They made 100 cases, very small production, and 20 months brand new French oak. Beautiful wine. What do you think of
one.
this?
2009. It's showing really well. It's full-bodied. It's
Oh.
really could go with a lot of different things. The bigger things on your meal, but also. I think this thing, as you pop it open, will change in the glass over a period of time.
Oh yeah.
So in a sense, you've got several different experiences awaiting you when you pop this open.
Yeah, so you want to open this early in the meal plan, and you'll see it evolve as the evening goes on. If you don't finish the bottle, if you open it up and you're drinking it, just for yourself, don't worry about this one. The next day, it'll be wonderful. You'll like that a lot. You get 30% off on this wine. Buy 3 or more of any of the wines that are listed below, and you get the great buy. Make sure when you ship 6 or 12 bottles, it really pays off. Don't send 10, you're paying for 12.
Got it.
Enjoy the wine. Cut. Yeah, that's good enough. That's as good as I'm going to get. All right, so those of you that, again, tune in for the very first time and going, what the hell is he doing?
Well, they do that every
Yeah,
all the
I know.
time. Every episode of this is pretty much, what the hell was that?
I know, it's like, why am I doing this? This is so weird. Anyway, we're filming some commercials that I'm going to put on the website at some point. And this is pouring pretty good. I mean, I really like this wine.
I also would suggest that this is a cigar wine. Is this not a cigar wine?
This is a wine that you want to dip the cigar in there, and
Not in my glass, you don't.
well, no, but you want to dip it in that, and that would be a great smoke. That would be, in fact, a night like tonight. If those of you that don't know, it's actually raining here in California, which is very strange. But it's been raining like for days and days and days.
Lots of rain.
I'm on the edge right now of not paying my mortgage, and that's because I have a deal with my lender that if I don't see the sun a certain amount of days in the month, I don't have to pay. So we're getting really close to not having to pay. This has been, yeah, I'm getting. I want to get it
Nice.
like I'm gonna have this light at home and
A little sunlight, huh?
something, man. Right? We haven't seen. Blue sky.
It's been a week, yeah. It's been a week.
Yeah, it's been up for and I know you guys in the Midwest and the East Coast.
Sure,
What they're doing is they're laughing at me right now, and they're going, "Oh, he is such a baby. We've got snow and nasty crap and all that. And he's got rain. We're all worried." But yeah, it's been raining. The drought is over now. Okay, are we done with this crap? My God, enough already. Yeah. Do you have a question? Go ahead.
How is this rain affecting the vineyards at all? Is it a good thing, bad thing, or?
So the question then is from an anonymous person. Is the rain affecting the vineyards positive? Any? Thank God for the rain, because
Yeah.
Don't you think there was really going to be an issue that if you really had another? Last year was super dry, probably the driest I've ever seen here in the years I've been here. That at some point that's going to hurt the soil, right? I mean, isn't that
Well,
the
I mean, overall, you got to watch that water table, obviously, and this is certainly helping that.
No, I'm saying the dryness hurting the soil where it's really not.
Yeah, well, you look at Australia where it's been historically dry, and the soil becomes depleted, and it's just not able to hold the nutrients necessary. The simple
Yeah,
things
right.
like
I mean, I would
nitrogen
imagine it would.
so forth. Yeah. So also it can affect the vines too. If there's not enough water, the vines will, as a last resort, focus on keeping the seed healthy and let everything else go away. And ultimately, it wants that next generation of grapes to survive. So if you had this during the growing season, throughout the growing season, you could stand to basically have to replant. I mean, ultimately. So you've got all of these investments in the vineyard, and
boy.
now if you see some of the photos out here, you see floods, you see lakes where they weren't before because it's lowlands, Dry Creek Valley and
Yeah.
so forth. And that's a big issue because it does change the whole terroir as things are wet down and things become moldy, and you got lots of things that happen that change the dynamics of the vineyard.
Yeah, well, this is very welcomed at this point. We
Yes.
needed that rain, and it's changing the game a bit.
One of the cool things about wine country is that everything is made to kind of drain off.
Right.
The finest wines are made in draining soil. So when that water comes, it goes fast, and it drains quickly. So one of the cool things is that it will drain typically to retention ponds in the vineyards, things that become very useful as you hit summertime.
Yeah.
You're glad that there's extra water around, whether it's behind the reservoir, coming down the Russian River, and so forth. So that's really where the value is right now, is in replenishing those supplies of water so that you have that coming later in the season.
Yeah, well, thank God we got it, man. We've really needed it, and we're getting it all pretty quick. So, but we'll take a break. We'd love to have a little break. I'll take. I'd like to vote for maybe like 3 or 4 days of
3 or 4 days?
sunshine. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
You know,
Let's see if that works.
It's not, man. I look in the forecast. It's like, oh, forget it. Dude, like rain. It's rain. It's amazing because last year was the opposite.
Yeah, it
It
definitely
was. You could have been out here in December, right? You could have been out in December in your T-shirt, going, "Wow, this is really
Yeah.
nice, man."
No
Almost
precipitation.
any day. Almost any day. Unbelievable. All right, so we just did a Syrah. That's a great Syrah.
2009 Redwood
baby.
Hill.
All right. All right. We're back to the white wines. Going back.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah, that's a nice. I may have a little more of that. I like that a lot. Now this is an interesting wine, and when John was telling me what he was doing, he had a sweet Chardonnay in the 375 bottle, and he called it a sweet Chardonnay, but I wouldn't call it overly sweet. And then he did this what he calls a Demi-Sec, and this is for someone that is entering the wine industry in their meal plan, and they generally, most people start out with sweet wines and then they go into the Pinots and then they work through the reds and go like that.
Typically sweet to dry,
Yeah.
especially in the United States,
Yeah.
where we all grew up on these sweetened beverages and so forth.
And so, but this is a neat transition wine that clearly has a hint of sweetness, but it's not syrupy sweet where you're going to go, oh my gosh, give me some, chocolate or some white chocolate or anything, anything like that. You really don't. And it's in a 750 bottle, which I like. So those that are leaning in that sweet category are really going to enjoy this.
And interestingly, talk about bottle shape, we're in that stretched, narrower bottle shape, which is typical of the sweeter wines.
Yeah.
So it's making a nod to the traditional shape of the bottle.
Yeah, but clearly something you can enjoy as a regular.
It's really all, I've tasted
Every day.
it now, it's all about refreshment.
Yeah, totally. And again, it doesn't have to be summertime or spring to enjoy that. You can integrate that into your meal plan. All right, so we're going to shoot our commercial. Let me put that label out. Put your label out. There we go. I'm being so technical now. Go ahead. So looking at the Bonneau 2010 Demi-Sec Chardonnay, Los Carneros. This is a wonderful wine for those that want a little sweeter wine, but they don't want a syrupy sweet. They want something with a little hint of sweetness, something a little more than a Riesling, I would think. And this delivers that. I mean, it really does.
Yeah, if you like Riesling, this is worth trying. If you want a wine you can open up before a meal, this is a perfect one. It's all about refreshment. is light enough to go with just about anything, all by itself. Great for conversation.
Yep.
Just really sound wine.
Yeah, so you get a great buy on this, $18 retail. You get it for $9. Buy 3 or more of any of the wines that we have in our wine special from any of the vintners, and you get the great price. When you order wine, make sure that you go 6 or 12. Don't buy 10. You pay for 12. Go and fill the box. A lot cheaper in shipping if you go to 12. Big, huge discount. It's about 30% cheaper than a small cut. I went in the middle of the. I did
Pickup. Just do a pickup.
pickup.
Yeah.
So this is a pickup that we're going to edit into the thing. Those are the two.
You don't want that.
I don't know.
Because you have to edit that, right?
Yeah. When you're ordering wine, make sure you order 6 or 12. Don't order 8. There's no 8-pack. You save a lot on 12. It's about a 30% savings. Beautiful wine, Bonneau, 2010 Demi-Sec.
Make it your house sipping wine. Seriously. Really, really pleasant.
Yeah, you'll like that a lot. Enjoy that. Okay, good luck with the cuts on that.
Cut.
All right, so cut. All right, so those of you again that may have tuned in the last 10 minutes and went, this is the weirdest show. What is he doing with this cut thing? And he's doing these commercials that aren't commercials because they don't go to something else.
Right.
It's the same shot. We're using our equipment to film a live tasting to make it more realistic because it's realistic. We're tasting the wine.
Well,
We're
it's
not-
real. It's not just realistic.
Yeah, I
It's
mean, if the wine, sucked, we'd spit them out. I mean, it'd be a bad show, but
a lot of
be
wine
the
shows
truth.
have spitting in them.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, you do spit out. Anyway, so we're just filming that. We're going to use it on our online store, and there'll be little segments, and you get a chance to hear more of us, just because that's the way it is. Because
That's what they want.
yeah, you pay money for that, right?
Now, how much should they order so that we can pull that off the air, so they don't have to watch it? So perhaps if you order 4 cases.
If you order 4 cases, I'll pay for your shipping. What?
All right, there we
Yeah,
go.
there
That
you go.
works.
I'll pay. You order 4 cases, I'll pay for your shipping.
Great deal.
Yeah, not a problem. God, I said that live on a freaking broadcast. I'm screwed. Oh well, that's okay. It's
Live TV.
Hey,
Can
it's
you
the
do it?
holidays, man. Christmas is coming up, so lots to come and hang out with us this weekend. Lots going on. Live music Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Of course, you know that. And my 49ers, I don't want to talk about. That's over now. And but we don't care because the Giants won the World Series, so we have something to hang our hat on. And spring training will come now. This is actually my favorite time of the year. Once we go through Christmas, we go through January, and man, we're in the spring again, and I'm back in the game. So,
There you go.
Yeah, so I'm super happy. I want to thank Karina for keeping me on track and making sure that we do what we're supposed to do. I want to thank all of you guys for drinking the wine and buying wine, because that's what it takes to make it all work. I want to thank Dave for giving us some commentary and another great
And grief. Okay, some grief.
Yep, and grief. And thank you for tuning in. And this is where you discover wine one sip at a time here at
Thank
Cellars
you.
of Sonoma. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye for now.
Bye.